Have you ever wondered if something as simple as fruit could be quietly harming your health? Since we were children, we were told that fruits are nature's candy, full of vitamins and antioxidants. But here's something most people don't mention. After age 60, our bodies start to change. Our metabolism slows down, digestion becomes more sensitive, and blood sugar control becomes a fragile balance. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Some fruits that are perfectly healthy for younger people can actually become dangerous for older adults. Yes, dangerous. Fruits that are high in sugar, that can interact with daily medications, or that contain hidden acidity. These can cause real problems if we're not careful. But there's also good news. Nature also gives us fruits that help the heart, reduce inflammation, support memory, and even strengthen bones. Today, I want to share with you the 4 fruits you should avoid after age 60. Yes, even that one you may eat for breakfast. And the 4 fruits you should include if you want to feel stronger, think more clearly, and enjoy better energy. Because your body deserves the best, don't you think? Before we begin, please tell us in the comments, where are you watching from today? And if you care about your health or the health of someone over 70 or 80, subscribe and click the bell icon, so you never miss a video made especially for older adults. Now let's begin. Here are the 4 fruits older adults should never eat. 1. Let's start with a fruit that seems harmless, even healthy, the grapefruit. But did you know that for many people over the age of 60, especially those who take medication, this fruit can quietly become a serious health risk? Grapefruit contains a substance that blocks a liver enzyme called CYP3A4. This enzyme is essential for breaking down many common medications taken by older adults, such as pills for the heart, blood pressure, cholesterol, or anxiety. When grapefruit blocks this enzyme, your body can't process the medicine properly. Think of it like a river that gets blocked. The medication builds up in your blood, and the levels can become toxic. This can lead to serious problems including severe muscle pain from cholesterol medication, statins, irregular heartbeat, which can even cause a heart attack, dangerous bleeding if you take blood thinners, or extreme drowsiness from anxiety or sleep medications. What's most worrying is that many older adults don't know this. They eat grapefruit for breakfast, take their medications afterward, and never realize the connection until it's too late. Some end up in the emergency room. Others never recover. And here's something important. About 70% of people over 65 take at least one medication that could be affected by grapefruit. If you're one of them, grapefruit is not your friend, even if you enjoy its bitter taste. But don't worry. If you miss that fresh citrus flavor in the morning, you can switch to tangerines or natural oranges. They're safe, tasty, and won't interfere with your medications. Number 2. Now, let's talk about a fruit many of us love, cherries. They're small, sweet, and often bring back memories of summer. But did you know that for people over 60, especially those living with diabetes or joint pain, these little fruits could be a hidden risk? Cherries, especially when consumed in juice form, dried, or in large portions, contain a high amount of natural sugar. Just 1 cup of cherries has around 20 grams of sugar. That's about 5 teaspoons. For older adults with diabetes or insulin resistance, that can cause dangerous spikes in blood sugar, which may lead to fatigue, dizziness, and long-term damage to vital organs. But it doesn't stop there. Cherries are also naturally acidic, and this acidity could worsen inflammation in the joints. If you have arthritis, gout, or stiffness in your hands or knees, eating too many cherries might increase your pain and make your mornings more uncomfortable. Here's something many don't realize. A lot of products marketed to older adults, like healthy cherry juices or dried cherries, have even more concentrated sugar and acid. A single glass of cherry juice could be the same as eating 3 cups of fresh cherries without the fiber that helps control blood sugar. What can this lead to? Joint pain that stops your daily walk, swelling at night, or blood sugar levels that rise quickly and silently. And the most concerning part? The damage often goes unnoticed, building up slowly over time, like drops filling a glass. But don't worry, you don't have to give up cherries completely. If you really enjoy them, limit yourself to 5 or 6 fresh cherries a day, avoid dried or processed ones, and never eat them on an empty stomach. It's best to combine them with a handful of nuts or plain yogurt to help slow down the sugar in your blood. Number 3. Now let's talk about a fruit that most people think is completely safe: the banana. Yes, the same fruit many of us have enjoyed since childhood, known for giving us energy and for being a good source of potassium, a mineral that supports our heart and muscles. But as we get older, especially after the age of 60, what once helped us can become a risk if we're not careful with how much we eat. Potassium is essential, that's true. But when the kidneys, our body's natural filters, start to slow down, they may not remove excess potassium properly. This is especially important for people with kidney problems, high blood pressure, or those taking certain medications like potassium-sparing diuretics or ACE inhibitors. This buildup is known as hyperkalemia. It's a serious condition that affects thousands of older adults every year. The early signs can be hard to notice and may include irregular or fast heartbeat, muscle weakness in arms and legs, as well as mental confusion or feeling very tired. Many people in their 70s or 80s eat bananas every day, thinking it's one of the healthiest choices, without realizing that just one extra banana could cause serious trouble. As the kidneys age, they don't work the same. That extra potassium can suddenly affect the heart's rhythm in a dangerous way. That's why it's important for older adults, especially those with a history of kidney or heart issues, to talk with their doctor about how much potassium they should be getting. In many cases, it's best to limit bananas to just a small one, a few times a week. But it's not all bad news. If you love bananas, you can still enjoy them carefully. And if your doctor has warned you about high potassium levels, it's best to avoid bananas and choose low potassium fruits instead. Try apples or pears. They're naturally sweet, easy to digest, and much lower in potassium. 4. Now let's talk about a fruit that seems like a smart and healthy snack for older adults: dried fruits. Raisins, dates, dried apricots. They seem ideal for snacking. But here's the problem. What seems convenient may not be the best choice after 60. When fruit is dried, the water is removed, but the sugar gets concentrated. Let's take a closer look. 30 grams of raisins have 25 grams of sugar. That's more sugar than a glazed donut. Just 3 medium dates contain 24 grams of sugar, similar to 2 tablespoons of honey. If you're over 60 and living with diabetes, prediabetes, or high blood pressure, this kind of sugar can cause dangerous spikes in blood sugar, tiredness, and long-term damage to your blood vessels. And it's not just the sugar. Brands add even more sugar or preservatives like sulfites to keep the fruit fresh. These additives can worsen asthma, cause headaches or migraines and make joint pain or swelling worse. Here's where it gets tricky. Because dried fruits are small and natural, many older adults eat a handful without thinking. But the results can be serious. Stomach pain from lack of fiber, constipation from too much concentrated sugar, and an overworked liver trying to process it all. And here's the sad truth. That snack you thought was healthy may actually drain your energy, increase your cravings, and raise your heart risk. Just think, would you sit down and eat 20 grapes at once? Probably not. But with a small bunch of raisins, it's easy to eat that and more without noticing. So, what's a better option if you want something sweet but safe? You can eat fresh figs full of fiber and natural water, soaked prunes, soft, gentle on digestion, and no added sugar, or homemade dried apple slices, no preservatives, just the fruit. Did you already know about these risks? Tell me in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. After hearing all this, you might be wondering, so what can I eat without worry? Here comes the good news. Just like some fruits should be eaten in moderation, nature also gives us real treasures, fruits that are good for your heart, memory, bones, and digestion, even if you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s. And the best part? They're easy to find, affordable, and taste great. Are you ready to discover the 4 fruits you should include in your meals every week? 1. Let's start with a small but powerful fruit, blueberries. These little blue gems are like protectors for your brain, especially if you're over 60 and want to keep your mind sharp and clear. Blueberries contain anthocyanins, natural pigments that not only give them their vibrant color, but also act as shields against brain aging. These substances can cross into the brain, reduce inflammation, and help brain cells communicate better. What does this mean for you? Sharper memory, quicker thinking, and a lower risk of diseases like Alzheimer's. A study from Harvard University followed older adults who ate blueberries twice a week. The result? They had 32% less cognitive decline than those who didn't eat them. But there's more good news. If you have diabetes or heart issues, blueberries are perfect for you. Low in sugar, half a cup has only 7 grams. Good for your heart, they help lower blood pressure and reduce bad cholesterol. And full of antioxidants, they fight cell damage that speeds up aging. How can you add blueberries to your day? It's easy. Toss a handful into your morning natural yogurt. Blend them in smoothies with spinach and nuts, or eat them plain as a sweet and healthy snack. And if you're worried about the cost, frozen blueberries keep all these benefits too. So no reason to miss out. Number 2. The second fruit you should definitely keep in your kitchen is one you probably already know well, the apple. That old saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away," is actually more true than you might think, especially after the age of 60. What makes apples so special is a type of soluble fiber called pectin. This fiber works like a sponge in your digestive system. It traps bad cholesterol, LDL, and helps remove it from your body before it reaches your arteries. For older adults with heart concerns or high blood pressure, this is a simple and natural way to help prevent heart attacks and strokes, without pills or side effects. Plus, they're low in sugar and high in water, which makes them perfect for managing blood sugar. Great if you have diabetes or prediabetes. Easing constipation, which is common as we age. And supporting a healthy weight without feeling hungry. But there's more. Apple skin contains quercetin and flavonoids, antioxidants that fight inflammation throughout the body. This helps reduce joint pain, protects against certain types of cancer, and even slows memory decline. And let's not forget one of the best parts. Apples are easy to eat, even if chewing is difficult. You can grate them, bake them soft, or mix them into oatmeal. Plus, they're affordable and available all year round. One more tip. Try to choose organic apples when you can, or wash them well, so you can eat the skin safely. That's where around 80% of the nutrients are found. 3. Let's talk about a fruit that's very different from the rest, the avocado. It's not sweet like most fruits. It's soft, creamy, and full of healthy fats that are especially good for people in their 60s, 70s, or even 80s. Avocado is rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind that protect your heart, help keep your arteries clear, and lower bad cholesterol. But that's not all. These fats also nourish your brain, helping to maintain mental clarity and prevent the confusion that sometimes comes with age. For older people with arthritis or joint pain, avocado can be a helpful friend. Its anti-inflammatory compounds can help reduce swelling and stiffness, according to studies by the Arthritis Foundation. Eating half an avocado a day could mean less pain when getting out of bed or opening a jar. And here's a benefit that many people overlook. Avocado is a good source of vitamin K, which is essential for strong bones. At a stage when falls are risky, this can make the difference between a fracture and keeping your independence. More reasons to include it in your meals. Potassium, to support healthy blood pressure, even more than a banana, but without the same risks. Lutein, a nutrient that helps protect your eyes from age-related vision problems. And gentle fiber, which supports digestion without upsetting your stomach. And even though it's creamy, don't worry, it won't make you gain weight. These healthy fats help you feel full longer, reducing the urge to snack on sugary foods. How to enjoy it? Add avocado to your salads, spread it on a slice of whole grain bread, or blend it into a smoothie for a soft, satisfying texture. 4. Now we've reached the last fruit on our list, a tropical miracle for older adults, papaya. Sweet, soft, and full of enzymes that work like natural medicine for many common problems after turning 60. Papaya contains papain, an enzyme that helps digest proteins even better than some medicines. If you experience bloating after eating, acid reflux, or constipation, common issues for many older adults, this fruit could be a real lifesaver. Eat a piece for breakfast, and you'll notice how your stomach works without discomfort, almost like you're 20 again. But papaya's benefits don't stop at digestion. It's rich in vitamin C, which boosts your immune system, very important as colds and infections can be more serious as we get older. It has beta-carotene and vitamin E, which help protect your skin from aging and guard your eyes against macular degeneration. Its anti-inflammatory properties can ease pain in your knees, elbows, or hands without needing pills. And here's the best part. Papaya's soft texture is perfect if you have trouble chewing or slow digestion. You can eat it on its own, mix it with yogurt, or add it to smoothies. A golden tip? Eat papaya on an empty stomach at least twice a week. This way, the enzymes work directly on your digestive system, helping to clean and repair it without interference. We've reached the end, and I want to remind you of something important. Every choice you make today affects how you'll live tomorrow. After age 60, 70, or even 80, our bodies don't respond the same way, but they don't ask for perfection either. They simply need care, kindness, and attention. The fruits we've talked about avoiding aren't bad, but they may no longer be the best for your heart, kidneys, or blood sugar. On the other hand, the fruits we choose to include, like blueberries, apples, avocado, and papaya, work like gentle, natural medicine that protects us from the inside out. This isn't just about living longer. It's about living with energy, clarity, and strength. Imagine playing with your grandchildren without knee pain, remembering every story, or enjoying a walk without getting tired. That kind of life is possible, and it begins with what's on your plate, with each bite you choose. Remember, it's never too late to take better care of yourself. Now, tell me in the comments, which fruit will you stop eating or start including in your meals? If you learned something new today, subscribe, give this video a like, and share it with friends or family members over 70 or 80. This information could truly make a difference in their lives. I invite you to keep watching more of our videos. Thank you for being here, and always remember, growing older in a healthy way isn't about luck. It's about the choices we make. See you next time.